Damn. This episode of Prison School was pretty nice. It had a lot more plot twist than... It had a lot more normal plot twist than sexual plot twist, as it had and all that, and there were still some perverted moments, but it was a little bit more serious, kind of dramatic kind of episode. The episode I'm talking about is episode 5 of Prison School, of course. So before I get into this whole review, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe for more reviews, reactions, vlogs, talks, the usual. And check out the links in the description. Go follow that, check out the anime episode, and follow me on Twitter, alright? Alright. So, this episode of Prison School. We have the consequences of Kiyoshi's breakout. Well, the results. At first, they didn't realize they had been caught. When they kicked down the door, one of the plot twists was, towards the end of that last episode, when the vice president kicked down the door, I thought Kiyoshi wasn't going to be in there, and that was going to rat him out and everything. So, it turns out he wasn't there, and that was a plot twist for me. He was in there, but he was sobbing because Chiyo-kan called him disgusting and all that. So, he managed to get the figurines for Gakoto, which was nice, and when they stepped out and all that, it turns out that Chiyo had sent a picture of her and Kiyoshi to her father and her sister. And her sister was the student council president, the underground student council president, which was completely surprising as fuck. I did not expect that. She sent a picture of her saying they were at a sumo date with Kiyoshi-kun. And she sent one to her father, the chairman, which is also still surprising. And the chairman, I'm currently wondering if he realized that hole was for the boys' breakout and he filled it in, which caused them to do something so dramatic as being so bold by stealing a girl's uniform and actually leaving. So yeah, that's what kind of tipped them off, because her sister was the underground student council president, and she did not like that Kiyoshi was making a move on her brother, on her sister, I mean. So she was especially brutal, and she wants him expelled, and she wants him gone. So that's what kind of tipped him off, and he was thrown in solitary confinement until they went and interrogated him. And what Kiyoshi did was, he took the entire blame upon himself. He made sure that Gakoto never got an ounce of blame or punishment other than the 1-month extended period of prison stay, as did the other 3 guys, but Kiyoshi was given expulsion because he apparently was making moves on Chiyo-chan and doing a lot of illicit sexual actions with her, and kind of like tricking her and etc. And he also broke out. So this caused the student council president to be really, really like hard on him. And when Chiyo-chan, who realized she might have been too quick in her judgment and didn't even bother asking him why he had that, she just ran off and called him disgusting and all that. She realized that, and when she heard that Kiyoshi was going to be expelled, she rushes to the room where the student council president was, where also the vice president, and where Kiyoshi was, who was voluntarily signing the voluntary withdrawal and everything from the school, because they don't have the authority to fully expel him and all that. He needs to willingly drop out himself. And he was going to sign it wholeheartedly because he felt he had nothing left to live for in this school. His high school years were ruined. He'd be labeled as a pervert because rumors were spreading about him, and the student council president acted and helped like influence him with that talk. And with that, he also spoke to himself, saying he has no self-confidence left. And because he didn't trust his friends apparently enough to tell him about his breakout plans or etc., Shingo, Andre, and Joe are extremely pissed at him. They're shutting him out, and they thought of him as friends, but apparently they think that Kiyoshi never thought of them as friends. And Gakoto is trying to stand up for him, but also not seem like he was in trouble, because they might rat him out since Kiyoshi took the blame fully on himself. But since Chiyo-chan ran into the room where Kiyoshi was going to sign, she stopped him and told her sister she was going to drop out if Kiyoshi drops out, because she was too rash in her decisions, and she knew there was a reason for it, and he broke out of prison. She realized he broke out of prison so he could keep her promise to her, and she even goes, here's the interesting about their grandmother. She says, like, no one who likes wrestling can be a bad person, but apparently she also told the Crow president and everything no one who likes crows or no one who helps crows can be a bad person. And Chiyo told her sister about Kiyoshi taking that baby crow and putting it back up in the nest, which is also, and then the mother crow came and knocked him down into front of Hana and he saw her pee and all that, but that's another story. So she told that to her sister, and her sister didn't believe it, but what she did was, she allowed him to go back to prison for now. But her ulterior motive is she's going to force all 5 of the boys to drop out, to get expelled. So she has Maiko, the vice president and everything, investigate them and find ways that can, like, ensue further internal conflict to make them do actions that would get them kicked out. She wants them gone. She absolutely wants them gone. And I wonder if the chairman's going to be more helpful in the future and all that. And Chiyo is now the reason why Kiyoshi wants to stay in this school, and he's going to survive the 3 other years of hell he's going to have to go through since he's going to be labeled as a pervert, since Chiyo-chan believes in him. Plus, he also got an encouragement boost since Maiko had beat Kiyoshi right in front of her. She grabs his head and pulls it into her chest, and I think it was more of an instinctual and all that. So he got a face full of her boobs and all that, and she's kind of a little bit of oblivious, but Kiyoshi's just like, her boobs were so soft, they smell so nice, I'll never forget the feeling. So it was nice that she stood up for him, and she said if Kiyoshi gets kicked out, she's going to leave school as well. And if that happens, I know her father's going to have a say in it, and her father will probably bring Kiyoshi back into the school. So there's that. And then the other plot twist, well, the plot twists were Kiyoshi being in the stall, Kiyoshi getting the figurines, Kiyoshi being defended by Chiyo, who actually defended him a lot. His friends were shutting him out, which we kind of expected, but they're also being kind of like the bratty school kids and all that, little school kids that throw erasers at each other's, and they were also trying to get Gakuto. Gakuto didn't have a choice because they didn't want to seem like he was siding too much with him, because then he'd be shut out from them too. But he's still trying to offer some friendship to him. Then the other plot twist was Hana, the return of Hana. So towards the end of the episode and all that, Kiyoshi is alone and has to work and clean the girls' bathrooms where he had previously snuck out from and all that. And it was occupied, so he waited outside like a true gentleman and all that. And when Hana walked out, holy shit, things got real. She forces it. He starts backing away into the bathroom and all that, and she's like, why are you backing away? Am I dirty? Do you remember what you did to me? And I'm thinking the whole time, he's backing away because you're terrifying as fuck. Her facial expressions, just goddamn, and the way she kicks people and, like, almost kills them. I remember when she kicked Shingo and he was vibrating on the ground and having spasms and seizures and etc. And then she makes a threat before she leaves. If you remember what I'm gonna do, what you did to me, I'm gonna do something equally as bad to you. Don't worry, it'll be nothing worse. So most likely she's going to piss on him. Kiyoshi, you have one rocky future ahead of you. God damn. So yeah, that was the episode of Prison School. This episode was a little bit more dramatic and serious than I thought it'd be, and I liked it. So, if you liked that episode or like this review, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe for more reviews, reactions, vlogs, talks, the usual. Follow the links down in the description, follow me on Twitter, and go check out this episode. This is Outrox Nation here, my lovely community citizens and civilians. Welcome to the nation if you're new, and have a good day. Watch lots of anime, read lots of manga.